up, though? You kicking it with KCMC. This is From the Stands of a Sports Fan. My man's Pots and Pans. First main topic we get into. Mavericks Kyrie Irving reportedly out for the season after suffering a torn ACL. Dallas Mavericks star will miss the rest of the NBA season after suffering a torn ACL in his left knee, according to ESPN's Shams. Kyrie Irving went down in the team's 122-98 loss to the Sacramento Kings on Monday night, March 3rd, as he was driving to the hoop late in the first quarter. His left knee bent awkwardly as he attempted a layup, crashed to the court hard, and immediately called for a trainer. Despite the fall, Irving remained in the game to shoot his free throws after drawing a foul, but then was helped off the court without putting much weight on his leg, and he went back to the locker room. I just want to say first and foremost, prayers up for Kyrie. I don't wish this on anybody, man, any player to have no injury, man, because that's extremely unfortunate. Especially with the Mavs right now, man. They made that major trade with Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic. So the Mavericks fan were already kind of like torn up at the Dallas Mavericks front office and what they've been doing. The Mavericks currently sit at number 10 in the West as of right now, Tuesday, March 4th. Number 10 in the West with a 32-30 record. 18.5 games behind the first place OKC Thunder, who has a 50-11 record right now. Woo! Dallas Mavericks. It would be hard to be a Dallas Mavericks fan right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. AD not playing and you traded for him. You lean on Kyrie, which is not bad. I get it, but then he goes out for the season. So now you literally have to throw this entire season away after going to the finals last year. That alone just lets me know, like, just because you make it to the finals or you make a deep run in the postseason one year does not mean that you're going to go right back and or do better the next season. And that's with any sport. Because now I think it's a fair assumption that they probably won't even make the playoffs. I mean, they'd be lucky to get in the play-in tournament, which I don't even think they're barely in that position right now. So, hey, man, Dallas Mavericks fans, it's unfortunate. Kyrie Irving, take your time off, get well. I think with that being said, let AD stay out. AD, Anthony Davis, stay out for the remainder of the season too. Let the Mavericks just rest up their stars for the rest of the season and off season, and then start off next season nice and good. Maybe even come back during like Christmas or right after Christmas or something like that. That's what I think. Other than that, man, Kyrie Irving out for the season. I thought that was some big talks to have. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. Another topic we're going to visit within the realm of sports, more specifically football. Oh, wait. Oh, no. This is basketball we want to talk about. So let's get into this topic. I want to talk about this with, because this is very interesting to me. Let me put this up. So I had this going on right here. Nope, not. All right, so we live. So give me a second as I make this adjustment. We keeping it in basketball. We keeping it in NBA. And we talking about Steve Kerr. Warriors coach Steve Kerr wants NBA officials to call more violations for traveling. Steve Kerr received a technical foul in the third quarter of the Warriors' 119 1-on-1 win over the Charlotte Hornets on Monday night, March 3rd, after becoming irate when what he viewed as an obvious travel wasn't called. Steve Kerr even pointed out to the crowd where some fans were screaming for a traveling call. He said, quote, "I don't understand why we are not teaching our officials to call travel in this league. They do a great job and work their tails off and communicate well. But I see 5 or 6 travels a game that aren't called." End quote. That's what Steve Kerr said. He even said he saw his own team traveling. He said his own team is just as guilty as the rest of traveling. He's seen them travel a couple times. He said after watching film, he saw his own team travel 4 times in Saturday night's loss to Philadelphia. None of them were called. This is extremely interesting coming from an NBA coach of an actual championship team. Now, it's not like this is new, because I feel like this has been going on for years. I feel like I've been seeing so many different plays where players would travel, and you be like, yo, that looked like a travel. But then when the refs don't call it, you be like, I guess it wasn't a travel? Some of them are just so obvious. It's like, how in the hell did the ref miss that? If I saw it on TV, I know they saw it in person. But now it's like, yo, y'all not calling travels, and something like even a head coach and Steve Kerr is noticing it and making note of it, calling it out. That's crazy. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I feel like you should have called this out a long time ago, bro. When you been noticed it, then when you first started to notice it. Don't do it now that y'all ain't winning championships. And I bet you wasn't calling it out when y'all was winning championships, Steve Kerr. You probably saw it then and didn't say nothing. It is what it is. So that's the only part about it I think is very interesting. Steve Kerr, you calling out, you want him to call out travels and stuff. Maybe you do see your own team traveling, but maybe you like, I see it on their side a lot more. So let's start calling it. You kind of snitching on the low key. I do agree, refs should start calling more travel calls and less fouls. How about that too? Less fouls, more travel calls. And then, other than that, man, don't be snitching. Steve Kerr, don't be snitching. But, yeah, he is right, man. A lot of the referees nowadays, I don't like their calls. A lot of us don't agree. For y'all to be professionals, the ones in the NBA, like, come on, man. I've seen people make more efficient calls on the collegiate and high school level. Get it together. But, yes, I see a lot of players traveling nowadays, and when you don't see the refs call it, you be like, I guess it wasn't a try. I guess you can technically do that. A lot of players, kids, take that to the park. When they say, man, they could do that in the league, they don't call it in the league. Well, that's because the refs are on some other stuff. And now Steve Kerr is calling it out. So I agree with that part, 100%. But just because y'all ain't in no championship position now, Steve Kerr, don't start calling out other factors now, homie. This has been going on for years, since y'all been winning. Let's keep it 1,000. But anyway, that's just all I had to say about it. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Of course, I got another topic for you. I already put it up, so you know what it is pretty much. Jets release wide receiver Davante Adams as a new regiment continues. The roster overhaul. Davante Adams' reunion with Aaron Rodgers lasted only 11 games with the New York Jets in the 2024-2025 season. The team released the veteran wide receiver today, Tuesday, March 4th, ahead of the start of the NFL's new league year next week. Starts next week. The move, which was expected, will save the Jets $29.9 million. We could say even $30 million. In the salary cap space. It follows the team announcement on February 13th that they've also moved on in the offseason from Aaron Rodgers. Adams, longtime teammate and friend, by the way. Release of Adams will cost the Jets $8.3 million in dead cap money, by the way. So, bye-bye, Aaron Rodgers. Bye-bye, Davante Adams. I think we all saw this coming. I think it's such a waste to make a move. Yes, the Raiders weren't doing anything either. I get that. But to leave a bad situation to go to another bad situation and then eventually get released from a bad situation. Like, they released you. Like, I bet you probably feel good, but you a veteran. You probably feel like you still got more in the tank. You're not going to really go to a competing team, though, are you? At this point, like, who's going to pick either one of y'all up? I'm pretty sure some teams could use an additional veteran receiver, but a team necessarily needing a veteran quarterback. maybe. They say the Giants are in favor of picking up Aaron Rodgers as of right now. The New York Giants. Cool. Easy move for him, right? I think with that being said, the Giants will probably draft a young quarterback and then let Aaron Rodgers, in theory, lead the young quarterback. Now, he didn't want to do that in Green Bay. Is he going to do that on any other team for real, for real? That's what I'm saying. I think next season is going to really show the true character of Aaron Rodgers. Because he's not going to be on a good competing team. I'll tell you that. They might do decent in the regular season, whoever he goes to, but theoretically, let's say the Giants because they're the betting favorite. All right, Aaron Rodgers, yeah. The Giants are also going to have a high draft pick. They'll probably draft a young quarterback, and theoretically, they're going to want you to train him. I don't think that's going to go well, and we're going to see the true character of Aaron Rodgers on his way out of the NFL. Davante Adams, getting to you, though. It's unfortunate. Hey, sorry. I know you wanted to play with your dog. Maybe you still will get a chance to play with him, but I think this is a great example of don't just be following where your friends go. Do your own thing in life. Don't just go where your friends go. Don't just do things because your friends do things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it was written for y'all to just do your separate way. That don't mean y'all ain't friends, but y'all got to go y'all separate ways sometimes. Shout out to my friends. It be like that. Y'all got to separate, be in different cities, different states. And I mean, hey, if y'all really connected, y'all gonna stay connected. Other than that, it is what it is. So Davante, find your own route. What, you 32 years old or something like that? Think 30, you 30 something. Let me figure it out. Let's put some respect on his name. Davante Adams. How old is Davante Adams? Davante Adams is 32 years old. December 24th, 92. Yeah. 32 years old, man. I say you got a good solid 5 more years, maybe. Maybe if you want to, depending on what team you go to. Ride it out, pause. Go to a good team, add on, maybe you can get a ring somewhere. Come on to the Lions. I don't even think we necessarily need an additional receiver. I think we just need better defense. We'll take an additional receiver. Come on, Davante Adams. Come over here for the cheap. Pause. Look like the Jets owe you $8 million, $8.3 million. That's a fair trade. Yeah. Come over to the Lions. But let me know what you think about Davante Adams. His release recently from the New York Jets. It is what it is, fam. I just think it was a horrible decision to leave the Raiders and come over to the New York Jets with Aaron Rodgers. Come on, fam. And this is how it is. So, good luck to you in your future. If you don't end up on the Lions, then I really don't mean that good luck stuff. But it is what it is. Let me know what you think about Davante Adams. What team should pick him up? What team needs a veteran wide receiver on their squad that's going to be competitive next season? Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments, or you can literally call into the show. 313-466-4386. Yeah. We got another topic. We're going to keep it within football since we're here. I got a couple topics I want to talk about. With that being said, I'm glad I just looked at this stuff. So we got another big trade that happened in the NFL that we got to talk about as well. This was Deebo Samuel. Think that is, it is singular. Deebo Samuel, not Deebo Samuels. Not Deebo Samuels, Deebo Samuel. Washington is acquiring San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Deebo Samuel in exchange for a 5th-round pick. NFL insider Ian Rappaport reported on Saturday per sources. Deebo Samuel, due $21.7 million in 2025, will reunite with Commanders general manager Adam Peters, who previously spent 7 seasons with the 49ers front office. The 49ers selected Samuel 36th overall in the 2019 NFL Draft. He'll pair with Terry McLaurin to give Washington a talented wide receiver duo. The trade won't be official until the new league year starts on March 12th. March 12th is when the New Year League starts. Okay, that's interesting to know. So that's a week from tomorrow. It's a week from Wednesday. So it'll be Wednesday, March 12th. Interesting to know. So it's reported that's what they're going to do, but it won't be official until the New Year League starts. That's on top of the Davante Adams thing as well. Yes, man. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so Deebo Samuel, I guess you could say congratulations. Moving on from the 49ers, going to the Commanders. Let me just go ahead and say this as a Lions fan. Commanders suck ass, bro, to be quite honest with you. I don't like the Commanders. I don't like Jaden Daniels. Not a fan of him. He's overrated. He's really not that good. He lucked up in some certain situations, and that was about it, man. But they got exposed when they got exposed. Yes, they came to Detroit and did what they did. Yes, all right, cool, yeah, whatever. All right, cool, whatever. It was unfortunate because Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions, fam. One of them resulting in the pick 6. So I really chalk it up to Detroit losing rather than the Washington, I was about to say Redskins, the Washington Commanders winning. So everybody might feel like the Commanders are a good team, they're a competing team, blah, blah, blah. Let me go to there. Nah, fam. Nah. Commanders, a fluke. They were a fluke team last season. They will not get as far next season as they did last season. I'm going to tell you that right now. You heard it from me. Ain't no way they going to the NFC Championship. They ain't going to the NFC Championship next season. They be lucky to make the playoffs. I'm hating as a Lions fan. Commanders. Deebo Samuel, that's where you want to go? You wanted to go there? Or it just happened to happen? Okay. Whatever, fam. Whatever. But I had to talk about the Commanders. The Niners, they suck too, man. Don't nobody care about them. Niners was trash. Everybody said CMC and everybody else needed some time to heal. Next season they gonna be better. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Other than that, I'm not too impressed, and I don't really care about this whole Deebo Samuel trade, if I'm being quite honest with you. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Do have another topic I want to get into if you got a little bit of time for me. If you got a little bit of time for me. Alright, so now I got to switch this up. Alright, so I'm trying to make it decent, right? This is a live show. So, you know, we kind of make adjustments as we go. Alright, so I got it for you right here. This is unfortunate news. The Super Bowl champion Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, are releasing 6-time Pro Bowl cornerback Darius Slay. Sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter on Monday, March 3rd. Darius Slay's release will be designated as a post-June 1st transaction, saving the Eagles $4.3 million against the salary cap. So if you've seen in the last couple scenarios, topics that we were just talking about, it's about saving money in these salary caps right now. That's what a lot of teams are doing, making trades, releasing players, doing certain stuff to save themselves some some money in their salary cap. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. From the stands of a sports fan, that's the name of the show. I don't really care about how much money you get, how much money the company, the team says. I don't care about the move. I care about the performance on the field. If the money affects how you perform, okay, it is what it is. I get it. That's human nature. But at the end of the day, we all got to do our jobs that we agreed to get paid for. So I think that's the thing we need to focus on. And with this, from the stands of a sports fan, I don't care about nothing else but your performance on the field, no matter what you get paid or no matter how much a team releases players or trades players for their salary cap. But Darius Slay, a former Detroit Lion too, by the way. I think, if I'm not mistaken, some sources are saying he would love to come back to Detroit. Cool. I think we could use that Super Bowl veteran defensive experience on our squad. I think that would be nice to add back to our squad, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. That, and then if we can get one more good piece, I know we got Aiden Hutchinson now, but if we can get a solid defense and keep our offense consistent, we right there. Detroit Lions, we right there, fam. That's what I'm thinking, though, man. Hey, but I'm thinking ahead, man. Darius Slay, he up out of here, fam. Darius Slay, celebration. I can't imagine being a part of a championship team, being a part of a team that wins a Super Bowl, and then they release you. You happy? Like, you take pictures like this. You happy. Thinking ain't no way they gonna trade me, bro. And then they release you. You, like, every player on that team probably feels like they are the most important part of this team. They are the reason that team won a championship. Especially the defense. Being one of the top defenses in the league. And then they let you go. And you took pictures like this. I get it. Yeah, this is celebrating this good time. I'm joking right now. But other than that, bro, it's like, dang. That's extremely unfortunate. That's extremely unfortunate. But you know, it's the nature of the beast, though. It's the nature of the beast when it comes to the NFL and the games like that. But yeah, it's just unfortunate, man. You get traded from a team, and that's the other thing I want to talk about. Teams switching up their roster after winning a championship. Why do you do that? Like NBA, NFL, any team. Right after winning a championship, you release a player or trade a player? Why would you switch up what worked? I feel like that's for the other teams to figure out. Other than that, run it back with the same squad next season until the other teams figure out how to beat you. Or you feel like, okay, yes, we are slumping. I can actually see places that we can improve and players we need to swap out to get better than last year. And you make a trade before the end of the trade deadline. But a championship squad in the NBA or NFL making a trade or trading anybody from your roster like that worked. It worked. That's always been crazy to me. That's always been crazy to me. So I mean, I know you gotta make some, out with the old, in with the new. Maybe release some bench squad players. Some players that was on the bench, some second, third squad players, and then let your draft players in. I would keep everybody if I could, though. If you got to release some for the turnover and for the new players that comes in, hey, the most bottomest playing people, lowest performance. Go on performance-based then. Darius Slay was actually performing. So that's why this is a little confusing to me. I don't know. But other than that, salary cap and making space for the bread, I don't get it. But, it is what it is, man. Darius Slay, come home. Pause. To Detroit. Come to Detroit. Let me know what you think, though, about Darius Slay as a performer. Do you think he should have got traded? Is he one player on the Eagles who is worthy of being traded? Anybody can get traded, but, I just want to see. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. Moving along, moving strong. Do have another topic for you if you don't mind. Okay, this is where things get a little interesting. Stay with me, people. Stay with me. I just want to bring this up. Minnesota Vikings and the NFL help launch a collegiate women's flag football league, right? More girls and women will soon be able to show their skills on the football field. The Minnesota Vikings announced Monday, March 3rd, they are participating with 6 NCAA schools in the Midwest to launch a collegiate women's flag football league. I believe this is D3, by the way. The schools include Augustana University. This is in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Concordia College. Gustavus Adolphus College. Bethel University. University of Southwestern St. Paul. And University of Wisconsin-Stout. At Bethel University in Arden Hills, athletic director Greg Peterson says 30 women are already signed up to play this spring. So Bethel University, one of the 6 schools, ready to get started. Women's flag football in the NFL and NFL and the Minnesota Vikings helping out with that. So congratulations. Shout out to the opportunities that they are creating. Right here, flag football for women and young girls to play flag football and pursue their dreams of playing football on maybe a professional level. They're hoping that they can make this more official. That's what they're saying. At the end of the day, Minnesota Vikings have plans to try to make this more an official sport. Because as of right now, I believe it only start off as a club sport for a lot of these colleges, if I'm not mistaken. So, great move. Great to see young girls getting opportunities who have that passion for football just like a man would. Or just like a young boy. I'm all for that. So now that I got the serious stuff out the way, let me get to the jokes. What do you actually love about the NFL? What do you love about professional football? I think somebody from the stands of a sports fan, I love to see those great long plays, pause, quarterback throwing bombs, boom, unexpected bombs to a wide receiver get it, catch it, go to the end zone. Can flag football do that? Absolutely they can. They can throw a nice play from quarterback to the wide receiver down the field, catch the ball, spectacular play, boom. I like from the NFL for the running back to get the ball, rush through a line of big grown men, 300, 400 pounds plus, 6'5" and taller, trying to tackle them, put all their weight on them, and hold them down, and possibly crush and injure them. But he makes his way through. Big, strong, burly, brolic man, pause, and gets 90, 80, 70 yards off to a touchdown. Can flag football do that? Not quite. Yes, they can do a running back gets the ball and run off. Are they really fighting big, muscular, defensive men or defensive women to get through? No, they're not really doing that. That's not happening in flag football. I also like when a defensive player gets a great hit on a quarterback or a wide receiver after a catch or a running back who thought he had the clear away for a touchdown. I like to see those big hits. A player get hit so hard, damn near his helmet come off. We got to take a media timeout because this player's stretched out. We got to take an injury timeout because this player's stretched out on the field. That's what I like to see from the stands of a sports fan. With that being said, that's just something that flag football just can't provide, whether that's male or females. Nothing against women's sports right now, specifically. I like that they're providing this opportunity, don't get me wrong. But I feel like you're setting them up for a dead end. At the end of the day, this is not going to lead to a professional league that people are really going to be drawn to, like NFL football, professional football, or tackle football. Give these women the ability to do tackle football, or just don't do it at all. They can just do this with their clubs or in their backyard or something like that, with that being said. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Organized, yeah. But to take it to a collegiate level, like they're going to possibly go to the pros with it, and if they did go to the pros, like, what's that viewership going to be like? I'm just saying. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think, though. Is flag football, in general, flag football league, a good league to invest in? A professional league? Would you invest in it? Go off in the live chat, in the comments, or call into the show. 313-466-4386. I'm pretty sure I have another topic. Is that it? Is that all my topics? Oh, wow. That's all my topics. Okay. Wow. All right, yeah. That's all my topics, fam. That's all my topics. So we just want to run through a show real quick, show some love, make sure we caught up on everything sports related so far, and, you know, do our little live thing, man. So if you watched this so far and got this point in the video, do me a favor, show some love, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the alert so you know when we're going live. We just did an Unk Talk live just recently with Kicking with Casey with myself. We talked about that Javante Tank Davis fight, as well as that Lamont Roach fighting. You know, how we felt like Lamont Roach was cheated. You can watch that. That's on the channel, Team Elite Media. Check that out. And make sure you check out more Unk Talk episodes as well. We're going to do more of those Unk Talk live with Kick It with KC. We're going to do more of those real soon, man. God willing, we're going to do more of those. But other than that, best thing you can do is hit that share button, that like button, that subscribe button, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Other than that, we'll be back at you again. We out of here.